Leaders today have to steer their organization through ongoing economic uncertainty, supply chain disruption, shifting market dynamics, and that's going to require responsiveness, scenario planning, the ability to make high impact decisions quickly while you're balancing short-term pressures and long-term strategy. And there's tons of experts that have conflicting advice about all of that. Daniel, I'm wondering how transrational awareness can help a leader navigate through that kind of uncertainty and volatility while the people that are giving advice, it's conflicting. They don't know what to trust or what to hear.
Well, when we start with experts, conflicting advice from multiple experts, if we call any of those experts, what we're saying is that they have a high degree of rationality about a particular field or domain of work, subject matter experts. So they have a rational view of a subject, which might have a lot of experience around. And we could say that they could make rational cases for their particular perspective on the situation. Transrational is saying that transcend and include would mean that I can be present to multiple rational views. And we know that if you talk to financial advisors, that they would be an expert. They might have certification as being an expert as a financial advisor. And yet they might be conflicting in their view of the market and how one should invest in the market, as one example. We find that in multiple fields, the experts might have even polar opposite views about how to address what's happening. So we could say that's a plural perspective, that if from a plural view, I might say each of them have something to anchor what they're saying, and they might all be valid from their perspective. And I can honor that there's at least something true about every one of their takes on, let's say, the marketplace or what we should do in business. Can we then, how then as a leader, as a CEO, as a C-suite person, as a leader in the world, how then can you be present to these multiple expert, rational views that seem to be in conflict and take them all as they all have something to offer and be present simultaneously to your view? Can I hold my view in this barrage of conflicting views from subject matter experts to honor the deep core code of who I am and my life experience? And the tendency will be, as a leader, to view the multiple conflicting third person rational views. And at the end of the day, we will come back to our view in some kind of accommodation of some kind of approximation of what might be the median of all those conflicting views that aligns with my personal view. And sometimes that works and sometimes it doesn't. And then we might think, well, maybe I should have gone with that other view. And what we have the opportunity to do from a transrational place is move further vertically to a place where not only can we accommodate, allow, and honor the multiple conflicting views, while also honoring our personal view in a way that we didn't, let's say, take a tour of those subject matter expert recommendations and then come back to our own and what we think will accommodate those. We actually can be affected by all those conflicting views, all of them, saying there was something right about all of them. And can I bring the something right that was there for all of them and integrate it with my personal in such a way that it elevated my personal view to this, let's say, fifth person perspective that allows us to be present to it from what we call a transrational, transjective view. So what transrational in this case means is I can accommodate many, many, many conflicting expert opinions and views, well educated, well grounded, be present to the something right about all of them, and allow that to transform my personal view in a way that they're all integrated into a transrational. Because the expert is rational, and this is trans as in more than rational, inclusion and integration of all of them.